Hello, my lovely vigilant owls. How are you? Quick announcements before I get into what this reading is going to be about. Firstly, my readings are open. I have 2 tiers. $25 is a full reading where we can either tap into how your shadow work is going, where you are in your shadow work, or what you need to do to progress in your shadow work. Or we have the option of inner child healing. Same options apply as with shadow work, where you're at, what you need to do, or how you need to tap into it. And then the third space as a full reading would be general, which would be mundane. I don't really do love unless it's about self-love, because I'm the type of reader that's gonna, if you gotta ask me about your relationship, I'm gonna tell you to leave. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That's how I go about this. If you gotta ask me if your partner's cheating, leave. If you gotta ask me, are you pregnant? Get a test. If you don't want it, get rid of it. I'm an enabler, okay? If you think something's wrong, it's wrong. You gotta go. I'm here for self-improvement, not integration of a headache, okay? All right. Just letting y'all know. Don't come to me about love, because I'm going to tell y'all to leave them. My spirit guides are going to tell me to tell you to leave them, okay? Just letting you know. I got a lot of bitter aunties in my... Let me stop before they slap me. But seriously, don't ask me about love if you're questioning your relationship. I'm going to tell you to leave. Anyway. Then we have the second tier, which is a mini read where it's just a quick glimpse of either shadow work, inner child, or the general. Or if you just have one question, yes or no, that is what it is. It's just a more in-depth yes or no. Okay, for the $10. All right, and the Cash App is $Mad Inspired. How I said it is how it's spelled. Mad Inspired. No fanciness. That's it. Or if you want to just donate a feather to this owl, that will work too. And also my Patreon is open. 2 tiers as always. I love doing 2s for some reason. The first tier is where I help you understand your 3 natal charts. We don't just have one, and we're more than our sun signs. We have Vedic, tropical, and draconic, and I help you how to understand your purpose through those natal charts and how to work with them from birth to how the cosmic climate is. And that tier is $25. And my second tier is more for my cosmic owls, where I go more in depth on how to go from physical time to their own spiritual time clock, and shifting from a lack mindset to an abundance mindset. That is how we are rolling, and that tier is $40. And it's on Patreon, and since this is the first, you get charged this one time monthly, and then as you go forth, you can it'll keep processing from there. I said at the beginning, a couple days before it hit November 1st, do not sign up for it, because you'll just get charged for when you sign up in October, and then you'll get charged today. So if you are interested, please fly on over. The link is in the description box. Okay, now that you got all that fun stuff out the way, you're reading my collective vigilant owls. I announced it on my Facebook group of the Vigilant Owls, but I will also no longer be doing element readings, only because I was instructed by my guides to slow down, and I would rather do one video weekly for YouTube that will set you up for the rest of the week, rather than pumping out like 4, 5, 6, 7 videos. And yeah, so yeah, we're only going to be going down to our collectives for YouTube. If you want more in-depth information, or the freer options would be to follow me on TikTok, the clock app, where I do mini videos, and I'm a bit more funny over there. And in my opinion, I'm hilarious. Whether you think I am, that has nothing to do with me. I think I'm a damn comedian. Anyway, if you can't afford it, like and share is free. Subscribing is free. My Facebook Vigilant Owls group is free. And my TikTok is free. And just flying into my DMs every now and again is free too. Just to say hi and all that fun stuff. But don't be asking me a lot of questions, because I'm not going to answer you. I'm just going to ignore you. Okay? All right, cool. Not ignore in a bad way, but if I know you're messaging me for some BS, I ignore you. What else? All right, the reading, because I have no more announcements. We're going to be doing a collective at first I heard a collective review, but I don't feel as though we need to be reviewing anything, especially when we're in Scorpio season, and that analyzation aspect that Scorpio brings with that dark emotional energy can easily slip into paranoia. So we're not going to be doing that. We are going to be looking into where you're putting your life force energy or what's possibly draining you, and the wisdom behind that, how the wisdom can help you, because I have my wisdom oracle deck, and if we need to translate it into the mundane, I have my traditional tarot. All right. We're going to be doing for the vampire, we're going to be doing 2 spreads, 1, 2, and it's going to be mind, body, soul, and then underneath it's going to be situation, the obstacle, and then advice, and then we have the wisdom, and if I need to translate for mundane purposes, we have traditional tarot. Okay, all right, let's do this. Shade of my higher self, my spirits and ancestors. What do my collective owls need to hear, and what's possibly draining their life force, their energy, their blood, what's causing their heart chakra not to function properly, what is going on. I'll take it. I'll take the one that flipped over. I'm not taking. These are going to be, this could be situation, obstacle, and then I'll do advice. And also, happy belated Halloween. I hope everyone had an interesting Halloween. A good Halloween. I kept my ass in the house because something told me to keep my ass in the house, and I did. Alright. We're going to do 2 wisdoms because I was not expecting to do 2 lines when I first hit record. That just kind of flew out of my mouth because sometimes spirit just working through you, unfortunately. No, I love my guides. I love them. It's just sometimes they want me to be saying a whole mouthful, especially if some of y'all ancestors want to be popping up. Yeah, can I get one more wisdom, please? One more wisdom. And this is all going to be intuitive because I don't feel like grabbing no books, okay? All right, cool. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and in the comments, let me know how you're feeling, how was your Halloween, and how this reading resonated with you. Because I like your comments. I like getting comments. And please like as well if I didn't mention that. I know a lot of time my owls fly in, watch the video, and then fly off and forget to like. It's okay because I do it too, so I understand. But yeah. Let's bring more owls into the nest. All right. You're giving a lot of your mental energy to a lot of connections that you need to slow down on before you hit a burnout. Like, yes, it feels good to be connecting with people. Yes, it feels nice to have a lot of, I don't know if I said this on Patreon or if I said this on one of these videos on YouTube, but yeah, I might have said it on Patreon. They just held my tongue like, yeah, let's keep that information to myself on Patreon only. But if you've been experiencing more healthier connections than you're used to, you also need to have boundaries over here. Because if you don't set more, like, you have boundaries, but it feels as though you need to be really more, what's the word I'm looking for? Prioritizing. There we go. You have boundaries, but you need to prioritize them a bit better and possibly communicating them a little bit better. Because it's very easy for you to get swept away in just constantly wanting to help people, constantly being there for people, and you forget to take care of yourself. Especially on the mental realm. Like, don't always be the friend that people come to for their problems. Don't always be there for people that you know if you call them up, they're not going to answer, or they're going to be like, can we talk later? They set boundaries for themselves, but you're having an issue doing it for yourself. Yeah, be very mindful of that. Yeah, they're just saying be mindful, be mindful. I ain't got time to be sitting there listening to a damn record player telling me the same thing. Okay, just be mindful of how much you're giving to your connections, okay? No, it's not love. One of y'all asked me that. No, it has nothing to do with your partner. It has more to do with business connections, friendships, family that's become long distance family, because some people can't tear away from their family once they begin their own family or start living off on their own. They're always calling on their parents and things like that. Nothing wrong with calling on mom and dad if you got them in your life, but at some point you gotta detach a little bit. I don't know who that was for, but let's see, body here. You need to start listening to your body more. If your body's been telling you drink more water, drink some water. Matter of fact, go take a sip right now. Matter of fact, I'm telling y'all, take a sip. Let me go take a sip myself. Hold on. Hell, that's probably me telling me to drink some water. But I drank some water before I hit record, but whatever. Yeah. And it's not like you're not, this isn't giving me that you're completely ignoring it, but you need to be a bit more sensitive to what your body is telling you. Not just for the spiritual aspects of, oh, this person is bad for me, so this is why my anxiety is ramping up. It feels more like on a mundane, like, you know, you shouldn't be eating those chips right now because you know how they make your stomach feel, and it puts you in the bad mood once it's digested. Yeah, so I'm not saying you can't have your chips, but be mindful of when and where you have your chips. Be mindful of what you're putting in your body. Am I saying go on a diet or go alkaline? No, but just be really mindful to relax a little bit. Maybe a nice fasting day or two, just to clear out, because it's not inherently the food that you put in your body that's causing it. It feels as though more of the after effects is what's causing it. Like, you notice how when you eat certain junk foods, your sinuses get all stuffy and it's really hard to drain them out. It's that, because it feels as though it's coming from like you have no idea why your sinuses are inflaming. It could be also due to that. Just simply drinking more water to clean it out, and not drinking so much juice and soda, or even adding water to your juice, pouring out half of it and then adding the rest with water. You'll still have the taste. Will it be a little watery? Sure, but it's more water for you. Your organs need some water. Your pineal will thank you. So that's what it feels like could be draining your body a lot, because it has to put so much energy into clearing your sinuses after you eat chips, or putting a lot of energy and constantly having to go back and forth to the bathroom because your digestive system gets kind of irritated on some of the food you eat. Dairy. I heard someone's auntie said dairy. Cut back on the milk. Cut back on cheese. I understand. I love cheese too. I get it. But there's healthier options to cheese, so you don't feel so inflamed. And we have soul here. 5 of Grails. Are you stress eating? Is that what it is? Who's stress eating? Your nephew. But who your nephew? Anyway, I ain't got time to be talking to someone's fucking auntie all day. Anyway. Man, I love Halloween. Oh, the portal be crazy. Anyway. Lack can also manifest in different ways to where you find yourself binge eating or restricting yourself from certain things because you feel as though you're not going to have them later on. But you really need to figure out where the stress is actually coming from so that this trickle down effect you can stop it in its tracks. Yeah, if you don't handle the stress now or find like the intense root cause, it's going to cause more problems health-wise is what I'm getting here. So please be I'm not entirely sure if Uranus is done with retrograding. I haven't checked it in a while because I don't check it every day. I'm not that type of I'm not really that much of an astrologer that's constantly like staring at the planets. Yeah, no. But I know Uranus being in retrograde, it's very easy for you to get health problems or like underlying health problems coming to light during that time. So if you hear that scratching, that's my cat. She claws at the door sometimes when she doesn't get enough attention, but you know, she'll be all right. What was I saying? Just be really mindful of your health. Because my cat just distracted me. Be mindful of your health. Mental health, physical health, nervous system, all the healths. Then we have go to distance. 47. That's 11. And we have go to distance. Go to distance for yourself. Oop. Go the distance for yourself. It's okay, because it feels as though it feels a lot of like people pleaser energy is kind of what, like you're always going hard and going the distance for other people. It's time to do that for yourself now, because it's gonna start causing health problems if you don't. Disease comes from dis-ease. What is dis-easing you that's going to eventually lead to, is it probably because you're helping so many people and you're not getting help in return? Is it because you're constantly helping people with finding their purpose and you're having an issue yourself? Is it that life is just getting a little hectic and stressful, like too much pressure, and you're just trying to get through the days? However you see fit. Again, people like, oh, you can go on a diet to change your mood. You can do, everyone can't afford that. It could be as simple as in you taking a day off, or when you get home or before you go to work, you start saying a mantra, or you touch grass for like 5 seconds before you go in. Whatever you need to do to center yourself and just come back to yourself and be more imbalanced with yourself. Blurl beats I got here that's playing is like the heart chakra, the hertz is 639. I don't know why someone asked me that, but okay. Even if it's listening to blurro beats on your way to work too, or wherever you're doing, playing blurro beats 24/7 around your house, set up the speakers, whatever you need to do. Just don't turn up the heat right now because it's about to be expensive. All right. Situation, obstacle, advice. You're kind of looking for a light at the end of the tunnel and a way to balance things out. When you have the support behind you, if you feel like you're in this alone, you're not. The unseen is with you. Your ancestors are with you. Your spirit team is with you. They're guiding you through every step. Is it sometimes a step is harder than the last? Of course, but know that they're with you. You're never alone in this at all. Alone does not mean lonely. The obstacle, the sun. Sorry, I keep holding it over here because another thing's over here when it's supposed to be over here. It feels as though you're trying to find happiness in this balance, happiness in duality, and they're saying stop looking towards that. Stop trying to find a temporary thing for a permanent situation. Right? Well, I saw 222 when I said that, so yeah. Cause I got spirits whisper in my ear because they have advice for the children, for the family, and a lot of them just anyway. Finding the silver lining and the joy in it rather than happiness will have a better outcome and a more perspective switch than trying to find happiness. The advice here, you have the 6 of Knives and the 7 of Knives. Getting away from this overthinking here. Should I be showing this considering how violent these cards are? I don't know. YouTube is weird sometimes. Sometimes it's allowed, sometimes it isn't. See how the crow's kind of on his shoulder, kind of leaning in, like to get away from this. Let me see here. Hold on. Can you clarify the 6 of Knives and the 7 of Knives for me, please? Because that crow one is saying something. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Yep, there we go. Yep, okay, cool. Yep. Get out of your head. They said be mindful again. Your mind is full. It needs to be full of something else. Oh, I get it now. Be mindful. The mind is full. Someone's ancestors, buddy. Anyway. You're going through possibly a very weird tower moment. It doesn't feel like the usual tower moments. And it's coming from the heart space. Because your heart space is preparing to take you to another level. But you need to release a lot of mental anguish that is causing these conflicts. From feeling as though you're not happy enough. Or every time you find a silver lining, something goes wrong. Or you're constantly feeling as though you're alone. Or you're starting to feel suspicious of all the healthy connections you made. Or you're just pushing your your body to its point and you're not listening, and it's because of this stress, it's because of this lack that you're constantly feeling that you're in, when it's not true at all. It's not true. Yeah, you're stuck in this, what is this, 25, that breaks down to a 7. Feels like you're constantly stuck in this almost like spiral. Like, it's kind of like a yo-yo. Am I bad? Am I good? Am I bad? Am I good? And they're subjective. Bad and good is subjective. Should I be doing this or should I be doing that? It's kind of like this constant ping pong ball of back and forth. Cut this out. Because it feels as though it's a way for your ego and the unhealthy habits of a previous ego trying to come in and disrupt what you've been doing. It doesn't feel like a person, it just feels like old habits that want to sneak back in. And remember, this is a high spiritual time. This Halloween portal does not close until the 2nd or 3rd. So it's very easy for you to, for the energies to kind of manipulate your mind a little bit without you being aware of it. So if you've been feeling highly, like yesterday, I just kept eating all of a sudden. I was wondering why I kept just eating and eating and I wasn't feeling full. And then that's when I realized, oh, okay, my spirit is missing something. What am I missing? And when I meditated, I was like, oh, that's what I needed to do. I can't say what I needed to do because it was a private ritual thing I had to do. But oh, that's what I was being mentally prepared for, because I see food as something to ground my spirit, so I can prepare to do more spiritually intense work. Because it used to be, the old cycle for me was I fast and I'm able to do my work, but now in these more colder winter times, I need to eat before I can do spiritual work. It's pretty interesting. So yeah. Is there anything else? Be mindful of what you allow in your energy for some vigilant owls. Not who, what. That could be, no, it's not music. Like if you're going certain places, be mindful. Because there's a reason why I was told to stay home for Halloween. Be mindful of where you're going and stay protected. Because there's a lot of like just random spirits just roaming around, prepared to latch onto any light they can. Like, I don't know if you ever seen this video of someone just walking home and someone with a really dark spirit, something jumps off of them, a spirit jumps off of them and then goes on to another person. Yeah, that's what they're showing me. Be mindful of where you're traveling at this time, okay? Whether that be mentally, if you're traveling astral projection, be mindful, have your protections, have your amethyst, call on your spirits to protect your body as you're traveling. If you're physically traveling, call on your ancestors, call on Anubis to protect your car, all of that stuff. All right? All right. That's all I got for you, my lovely vigilant owls. Hopefully I see you on Patreon. And yeah, y'all enjoy the rest of your week. Peace.